So Anuta Networks, our core focus is network automation, delivering closed-loop automation for multi-vendor, multi-domain networks. Our target customers are large enterprises and large service providers. We have customers and partners worldwide. Tech Field Day is our avenue to share all the latest innovations. In January, as Tom explained, we introduced the active service assurance. And from then onwards, we continue to innovate. And today we are going to talk about cross-domain automation. In addition, I will share some exciting additions to our workflow automation platform, as well as the unified user experience. We continue to invest in out-of-box support and out-of-box use cases. Now we stand at 300 plus. SDN has done its job. We have companies that are getting benefits from various domain controllers, whether it's the campus, branch, WAN, the transport or core. There is a fabric path that's working, and we are able to automate day 2 to day N policies. But still, things are broken. Still, we have problems. We still have too many vendors, too many controllers, and the workloads are, while they are moving to the public cloud, still the on-prem deployments continue to grow. So the future is certainly going to be hybrid multi-cloud. When some of the vendors stop supporting the legacy infrastructure, but that is still in the critical path. So supporting CLI, netconf-based devices is very important as well. At the same time, it's challenging to keep up with new vendors, new platforms that are coming to the market. This creates a huge burden on the business and network operations. As so many domain controllers have different consoles, you have a swivel chair approach, and it means too much redundancy in silos. Because of the process inefficiencies and integration challenges, you have delay to time to market for new applications. These domain controllers create islands of automation. So you have local optimizations, but then you don't have the full visibility end to end. Because of that, the overall user experience suffers, and it's very difficult to enforce consistent policy across the branch, campus, data center, and the cloud. And troubleshooting is still a nightmare because of this. This is a case study of a tier 1 enterprise company, media and entertainment company. They are known to adopt latest technologies. They have 7,000 devices in their network. Guess what? They are ended up with 7 different domain controllers. And they also have 10 different tooling infrastructure for config management, compliance, monitoring, troubleshooting, alerting. So now you do the math. 7 controllers, 10 different systems, 70 different integrations are needed. And while they follow the open standards, SNMP still survives and still supports us, it is still very difficult to continue with these integrations. Now let's look at what it takes to onboard a single branch these days with so many domain controllers. You have 4 different teams, one campus operator that's configuring like a DNAC. Then you have a WAN operator that's configuring a Meraki or vManage. The security operator is configuring the Cisco umbrella. And then you have the cloud operator dealing with AWS cloud. On top of it, it has to integrate with ticketing systems like ServiceNow, Slack, Jira, and many others. So the complexity continues to rise. So in this context, I would like to introduce our product, Anuta ATOM. Anuta ATOM sits on top of all these multi-vendor domain controllers. It works with legacy devices. It also supports multi-cloud networks. It provides unified experience by delivering cross-domain automation. We have a powerful low-code platform with many out-of-box integrations so that you can ensure consistent policy across the network. Atom is based on microservices architecture. It has multi-tenant capabilities. And because of Kubernetes and stack observability, it has self-healing and self-monitoring capabilities. For legacy devices, the ones with CLI or netconf, Atom provides complete lifecycle automation. It can onboard the devices using zero-touch provisioning. It can upgrade the operating system, run compliance, collect telemetry, and enforce workflows for closed-loop remediation. This next slide is more of a details where we match each of the Atom's features with various capabilities that I highlighted earlier. It supports 60 plus vendors, 250 plus platforms. There are 300 plus out-of-box adapters that you can use to build your workflows. As I mentioned, it supports various domain integrations, ITSMs, IPAM, CI/CD, and it has the observability stack as well. Atom has deployment flexibility. You can deploy it on cloud or on premises. Atom also, Anuta also has a SaaS offering called Atom Cloud as well. It's based on Kubernetes, so customers or partners can deploy in their existing Kubernetes as well. Atom also integrates with external systems. This could be your assurance systems. So this diagram has two flows, the blue color and the brown color. The blue color represents the provisioning process. From a ticketing system, Atom can take the request, run pre-checks, provision the commands, and after it is done, it will activate probes in the external assurance system. The external system will generate synthetic traffic, ensure end-to-end service, and then Atom can close the ticket. In the second flow, where we have the brown text, as soon as an alert is generated from the device that comes to the assurance system, it will do the correlation and consolidation, and then it will trigger the appropriate workflows in Atom. Again, Atom will run the pre-checks, run remediation flows, and close the ticket. So now I will go into the specific features in Atom that support the cross-domain automation. Central to cross-domain automation is the low-code platform in Atom. The workflow engine is based on open standards called BPMN 2.0, and it has massive scale. We can run 2,000 workflows per hour to upgrade software. There are hundreds of pre-built integrations with ITSM, IPAM, CI/CD, and many others. Out-of-box workflows for OS upgrade, zero-touch provisioning, cross-domain automation, they accelerate time to value. These out-of-box workflows can be extended using a drag-and-drop designer. Atom also has a visual debugging, custom reporting, and dashboard functionality. Most recently, we introduced workflow insights to make best use of the platform. These are the specific differentiators for Atom. As I mentioned, multi-vendor support for on-prem and public cloud, role-based access, multi-tenancy. These are all the special advantages of Atom. You can have different personas. The architect, the developer, the operator have different experience with Atom. And we provide the SDKs and toolkits to extend this platform for the upcoming infrastructure as well. We can add support for new adapters within weeks. I will share some details of the enhancements. In particular, for this NFT 12, we are announcing these few NFT 32, sorry. We are announcing these latest enhancements. For workflow developers, we are introducing Package Builder, so we can use Swagger APIs to add integrations with new domain controllers. We are announcing the Form Builder as well as Workflow Insights. I'll go in detail shortly about these features. They help improve the developer productivity. For operators, we have introduced comprehensive dashboards, tagging, scheduling, and, to improve their overall efficiencies. The first one is for the operators. As they are executing thousands of workflows, we developed comprehensive dashboards so you can analyze these existing workflows. You also have a calendar view now, so you can schedule the workflows ahead of time. You can give all the inputs ahead of time, so you don't have to do this during the maintenance window. And you have a full view of the upcoming maintenance activities. You can also tag these workflows. So you can tag it based on the functionality. Maybe you want all the OS upgrade workflows with one tag, or maybe all the troubleshooting workflows. Or you can group it based on the users, based on the location, based on the vendors, etc. Another big feature this release is Form Builder. So this elevates the experience for entering input into the workflows. And this form builder can import Yang or JSON schema, so it will build the user forms automatically. And the form builder is modular. It can be reused across multiple workflows. And it elevates the overall user experience while executing these workflows. I mentioned about package builder. So we support Swagger open APIs. So it's a three-step process. You simply point it to the API document. Atom will consume the APIs, then discover, create the package, and publish it to the catalog. So going forward, you can easily use the capabilities of new domain controllers within minutes using the open APIs.
You mean pointed to the vendor APIs? Is that what you mean?
Yes, you get a JSON document from the vendor, and you have a link to that file, and then
it will automatically consume all that.
And then
okay. And then I can just utilize that to actually create automation.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you can do that. For operators, we introduced this workflow insights. So as we are executing hundreds and thousands of workflows, each workflow is analyzed. We understand the dependencies. For any given workflow, we can find all the devices and the systems that are impacted. So this way, anytime there is a failure, you can easily figure out, or you can query Atom and say, show me all the workflows that are touching on this core router, or vice versa. For a given device, you can say, which are all the workflows that are going to be executed in the next 1 hour for this. So we have that graph DB to create various kinds of insights out of this system. And then we are introducing heat maps. So as the workflows execute, we can now identify the time it takes for each step of this workflow. And so you can find the bottlenecks in the workflow and optimize it. I mentioned about 60 plus vendors. So these are the various vendors. Atom has integrations with networking vendors, security, IPAM, ticketing systems, SDN controllers, RAN controllers, and many others. And this list continues to grow. Atom also has hundreds of out-of-box workflows. The list you can see here is a partial list. The list on the left includes all the cross-domain automations that span the SDN controllers, SD-WAN, then identity services, CI/CD, ticketing systems. The ones on the right where domain controller is not involved, that's where Atom can do the device management, provisioning, and troubleshooting. And this list continues to grow as well. So in summary, Atom delivers network automation for multi-domain, multi-vendor networks. And based on the cloud-native architecture with advanced functionality and workflow enhancements, it can accelerate time to market, eliminate manual errors, and introduce consistency. Next, my colleague Sitaram will walk through the cross-domain use cases and the product demo.